Welcome to episode 23 of the DoodleCast. I'm your host, Swinky, and I'm so glad to have you here with us. It's also nice to see you in the comments. Thank you. As usual, I'm not alone. I'm joined, as always, by a silly goose who happens to be in Los Angeles. The silly goose of Los Angeles. Pyuu, say hi.
Hello, how are you doing? I am just enjoying a cup of rocket sauce as we record our podcast. How's your day going, my darling?
Well, I cannot be having any caffeine. Very nice. You know what? I can drink too.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you
water.
over the din of my milk tea.
I too know how to sip delicately.
All right, let's get into it today. How are you?
I'm good. I'm actually okay. Today I'm kind of mellow, a little mellow.
You are. You're pretty mellow. You think you're good. You think you're okay. But that's just because you don't know what I'm about to say.
What are you about to say, oh ma?
Yeah, I'm about to set up this episode.
Are you going to be silly?
Oh, you wish.
Oh, wait. Oh, today you gave me the nice one.
Yeah.
Usually I have the tattooed one.
Yeah. Stroke that microphone, baby.
Was that
Rub
on purpose?
it gently.
Was that on purpose, baby?
What? Yes, of course it was on purpose.
You gave me the nice one, thank you.
A wife of your stature, of your caliber, deserves only the finest styrofoam on her microphones.
Yay!
All right, I'm glad you got to enjoy another moment of bliss before I give you the news.
Uh-huh.
And that is, you have a challenge for this episode. Also, I have a challenge for this episode.
Okay.
Yes.
We have a challenge.
We have challenges, and it's the same
It's
one.
the same challenge?
Yes.
Tell me!
Today's game is that you got to destroy me with facts and logic. And I'm going to destroy you with facts and logic.
You destroy each other.
Yes. It's
live on camera.
I don't know if this is the name of the episode, but the premise is mutually assured facts and logic destruction.
Oh my goodness.
Mafald for sure.
I'll just write it down. Mutually assured facts and logic destruction. Mafald. Very
so
good,
throughout
baby.
this episode, whenever I say something that comes up short by your measures, you've got to destroy me with facts and logic.
I have to say something which I think is very important. If you say muffled backwards, it's dilafam.
I'm glad we got through that. You're already destroying me with facts and logic.
See? I can do this. To play that game. To play that game.
See, here's the thing is I found out about this thing called the internet where people apparently can destroy each other with facts and logic. That's a thing that humans can do.
Because you know what? Facts don't care about your feelings. They only care about logic. Yeah. So we can do it. You know what? Since you're so amped up to destroy me with your facts, look at me. I'm Pyuu.
And
I
logic.
can drink all the tea I want. Yeah, I'm Pyuu, man.
Are you going to get, you said since you're blah, blah, blah. Are you going to get to a point or are you just going to go, meh?
No, since you interrupted me with your showing off.
With my facts and logic.
Yeah, since you're so amped up, why don't you start? Try to destroy me. Let's see if you can do it.
We'll get into it. We're going to weave it organically throughout the episode. Because,
do you know?
Yes?
Have you learned from living with me that facts and logic don't apply sometimes?
Oh, I have lamented that fact because it's so illogical.
You're welcome.
And that's how I'll destroy you. How did this happen that people think that we want other people destroyed? First of all, and second of all, that facts and logic are a weapon of mass destruction.
I don't even know how this has happened. It's because we've become so polarized and everyone's so opinionated and everyone has a platform now. Everyone can talk. Everyone can comment. That's another thing. If people can comment, then they can say, ooh, he destroyed him.
But nobody's walking away destroyed. I have never seen anybody walk away going like, the facts, the logic.
And they have it handed to them.
Yeah, they tail between their legs, spend a week out in the desert rethinking their entire life.
Pyuu.
Yes,
Did you have debate clubs when you were in high school?
No, because I destroyed everyone with my facts and logic. They had to disband the club.
No, I dispute that. I think you actually had debate clubs and you just didn't participate. There's a fly!
I think leaving the window open for the nature cam was illogical, and that's a fact.
That's a fact, baby.
New nature cam. Shall we go to the nature cam?
Yes.
All right, guys, we got a new nature cam for you. We've given up on Jerry. He has disappointed us too many times, so I found this bird's nest in a tree on the neighbor's property, and
Pyuu insists it's a bird nest. I just think it's leaves that have fallen in a group.
it's possible that Swinky has already destroyed me with facts and logic, but I hope springs eternal. Perhaps it is a bird's nest, and a bird will visit it at some point during this recording. We'll be checking back in with that every now and then.
We will.
Enough of these shenanigans. Should we get into the honors?
Let's do it, baby.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
ready. The honors is when we honor. Oh wait, no, start the music. Yep, Pyuu. I need a soundtrack to my life. Hi, I'm Swinky. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to take this moment to thank our supporters on Patreon. We do have a Patreon, okay? Check it out.
Check it out.
Thank you to the following individuals: Mr. Maida, Cheryl Burns, Jeremy Brunson, Margot, Gian, Marta, Jeannie and Jean. Ha! Did the advice help? Let us know. Andrew, Miss Farvin, Selena, Emily, Baba Jessie, and Mama Jessie.
An excellent reading of the honors, darling. Very, very well handled.
I'm getting better and better at it, I think. With the timing also. It's especially difficult because the music is going backwards and I don't know.
It used to be easy because it would peter out slowly and you know that time was winding down for you.
Yes, now I don't know.
Now it's nothing but a mystery. Are you ready for Commentopia?
Yes.
Now that we've
Thank
honored...
you, patrons. We love you and we're so happy that you're supporting us and you believe in us and our work. Yay!
Jeremy Brunson. Do you remember we played that game, You Don't Know Jack?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It was the quiz game that you did not understand a word anybody was saying through the entire thing.
Yeah, it's all American pop culture.
He invited us to join. They play like a group game of You Don't Know Jack online. And he invited us to join them on a Friday, which I'm super excited about because I love that game. And playing against you is a complete waste of time because you are just staring at the screen baffled.
Who's that? What did he do? And they're already on to the next question.
Yeah. So I'm excited. You can join us. But it is
join you. Bah!
No, please join us. I just know that it's not as fun for you as it is for me because it's like complete nonsense, whatever they're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for Commentopia?
Yes, baby. Today's Commentopia is a little different. We got a comment on a video that was posted maybe 6 or 7 years ago. It was me wearing a kimono and singing Sakura, Sakura. It's a very popular Japanese
I like hearing
song.
you sing Sakura with this as the BGM.
Yeah. And there was a koto player. She's the one who actually invited me. It was her event and she wanted me to sing the song. So on this video of me singing, someone comments, "Everyone, check out Odita's version of Sakura." So they're recommending someone else's version on my version. So
sounds like they destroyed you.
Yeah, they destroyed me with facts and logic. So thank you, Bezawit. And that you have Bezawit than I do. Anyway, I did check out Odita's version of Sakura, and it's beautiful, exquisite. I think they did it in the 70s or something. Really nice. I recommend. Look up Odita's version of Sakura.
First of all, that name Bezawit sounds like an insult.
Bezawit?
Yeah, like you Nimrod, you Bezawit. There's something about it that sounds like it should be an insult. But apparently it's not.
It's not. He has Bezawit than I do.
I like that joke the first time, and I loved it the second time.
Do you want to hear it a third time?
Oh, you better believe I want to hear it a third time. Hold on, we're going to cut to the nature cam, and then joke coming in 3, 2...
Thank you, Bezawit. You have Bezawit than I do.
Woo!
People dying of laughter everywhere.
I feel bad for him. I feel like we destroyed them with humor.
I destroyed them with humor and kindness. No, but that was actually good advice. I enjoyed that version very much. The one he recommended.
How would you rank it against your own? Is it better?
Oh, it's far better. It's far superior. It's a studio recording with an orchestra. It's really good. It's very good. True.
When you admit gleeful delete, your eyebrows form the letter M.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Gleeful defeat, you mean?
Yeah.
Or did you mean
that you were happy?
Gleeful delete?
Wait, what? Nope. I'm vetoing that joke.
Wait, what?
You got cocky after the Bezawit joke.
No, you mixed up the consonants.
Did I make a spoonerism? You have gleeful?
It's called, gleeful defeat, right?
Yes, what did I say?
You said gleeful delete.
Anyway.
I got you, baby.
Facts and logic sure showed me. 1 point for Swinky.
I'm killing it. Wait, 1 point? At this point, I must be at 5 points.
No, you get 1 point for every time you destroy me with facts and logic.
But I've done it several times already.
You have not. Go back and play the tape. See, I just destroyed you with facts and logic by telling you to check the tape.
Okay,
that's 1 point from me. You're such a liberal cuck. I can't believe this. I'm glad I destroyed you.
You're a rhino.
Yes, I am, ma'am. Nature cam.
Okay.
What's next? I know what's next.
I like this section, Pyuu. And I like the little video with your car going.
I have got some terrible news for you.
Wait, what is
case.
it? Are you going to destroy me with facts and logic?
I'm going to destroy you with facts and logic right now.
Tell me, what is
There's
it?
no car.
There's no car? What did you replace it with?
I replaced it with headphones and the word noteworthy, because before it was noteworthy notes on my scripts, but now it's noteworthy notes that are worthy of being sung because it's a song you made.
Oh!
How does it feel to be destroyed by facts and logic?
Oh my, I like this destruction. This is very nice.
You're supposed to like your destruction.
So you're going to debut a song that I wrote?
Yes, that you wrote, arranged, recorded, produced, mastered, and mixed and delivered in the MPEG Layer 3 format.
Let's do... Oh.
Yes.
That's what MP3 stands for?
MPEG, yes.
Oh.
I imagine.
What does MPEG stand for?
I was hoping to God you weren't going to ask that question.
Okay, I'm sorry. Take it back.
All right, you ready for your song? Do you have a title for this song?
It's called You're Orange.
You're Orange. Y-O-U-R or Y-O-U''R-E?
Very good. Very good, Pyuu. It's Y-O-U-R.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. We're going to turn to the nature cam while we debut a brand new song, written, recorded, arranged, recorded, performed, and recorded by Swinky.
Enjoy. Bum, bum, bum. If you ever wondered how to check if an orange is ripe and juicy, ripe and juicy, all you got to do is sniff. Bring that orange up to your nose and take a whiff. Ooh, and if the orange smells like the beach, smells so juicy you could drink it right there. Then you're orange. Your orange is ready.
Noteworthy. What a wonderful little segment. Thank you for writing and recording and mixing and mastering and producing and performing that song.
Thank you, Pyuu. Thank you for airing it on this, our very show. Also, I just destroyed everyone with facts and logic because that is how you check if an orange is ready.
I'm going to destroy you with some facts and logic. I have never smelled a ripe, ready orange that smelled like the beach. It smelled like an orange. How's that for facts and logic? Are you amply destroyed?
Well, the point is, listen, Pyuu, the point is, I imagine when you're at the beach, you're drinking a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice. And that's what it smells like. Freshly squeezed orange juice, like the beach.
Okay, so if the orange smells like orange juice, then it's ripe. But if it smells like the beach, it's not ripe?
It smells like what you use. It smells like orange juice at the beach.
Admit defeat. Admit destruction.
Aww.
These facts and logic.
I admit defeat.
No. Forget defeat. Admit destruction.
I admit destruction.
I've destroyed you.
Why are you trying to destroy me on camera?
It's the episode.
Did you like the song?
It's a good song. I'm glad you recovered. I felt bad for a moment there,
really?
But then you smiled again.
No, you're fine.
Okay, good.
Don't worry too much, Pyuu.
All right.
I actually should worry because I'm loaded with facts and logic. Right now, I'm about to drop facts and logic on you.
Are you?
I'm not?
Wait, well, what do you think is next?
News?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like you need a couple of facts and logics.
Hit me.
Next is the segment that we introduced last week. Kiss My Aunt Swinky Says.
Oh.
And we got a question in from longtime listener, first-time caller, my sister, Selena.
Hi.
And she has the question. Are you ready for the question?
Yes.
She wants to know...
Hit me.
How I am hitting you now.
I'm writing it down.
I think you should. This requires a little bit of ceremony, I'd say. The question on her mind is, what was the question? How do you encourage confidence in the next generation, particularly toddler and up?
Oh, that's a very good question. Thank you, Miss Selena. How you're related to Pyuu, I don't understand. Okay, yes.
Ooh, you're singing me.
Yeah, Pyuu, facts and logic. How do you encourage confidence in the next generation? Young children. I would say, be consistent. Don't shake their confidence by being inconsistent. Because you're the image of what they're going to be when they grow up. They are looking to you as a sort of template. So be consistent. But don't be consistent if you're being consistent in folly and bad things. You should only be consistent if you're doing good and living your life right and not hurting others. That's what I'd say. Be consistent. Yeah. And don't betray them. Don't betray them. Don't lie to them. It's easy to lie to kids because you think they're dumb. But they know when you're lying and it hurts their feelings. And it messes with their confidence. And they don't believe in the world, you know? So don't lie to them. If they're not ready for the truth, or you think they're not ready for the truth, then try to water it down a little bit, but without taking the truth out. Yes. Also, to encourage them to be confident, let them do things they enjoy. Let them do things where they succeed. It's okay to let them do things where they fail also, of course, because it's good for character building. But let them succeed. Let them do, for example, when I was a kid, I used to like reading. So there were books around and I read a lot and that made me really happy. And I liked knowing and reading and it boosted my confidence. I could have zero confidence about every other thing, but I knew that I loved books and how they made me feel and the worlds they took me to. So if there's something that they like doing, let them do it. As long as they're not hurting themselves or others. Yes. How's that, Pyuu?
It would have been better if you weren't completely wrong about everything you said.
Oh my
We'll start
goodness.
there. We'll start
How
there.
could any of what I said be wrong?
Let me break it down for you.
You're going to have to convince me, baby. Where was I wrong?
Well, I would love to narrow it down to one where, but we're talking the whole globe that you created of thought was just dead wrong. It was absolutely wrong.
Okay.
Here's how you build up confidence. First of all...
okay was not consent. It was just me being accommodating to Pyuu's silliness.
How careful you have to be that you cannot utter the word okay without
without you thinking that you've won this one.
Now look, okay.
Yes.
First of all, Selena, you're barking up the wrong tree, and everybody knows it, including you. The issue isn't that the child's confidence is too low. It's that the other children around them have too much confidence. It's all relative. So, like when your kid is out engaging with other children, just like shove their face in the mud, toss them through a fence, whatever it is to really...
Please, internet, don't listen to this madman. I don't even know what she's talking about. It's like you've never interacted with kids or other people.
Call them stupid. The other ones, not your own kid. Like, let your own kid be at the whatever confidence level God blessed him with. Just bring everyone else down a couple of notches.
Excuse me.
Yes, Auntie Swinky says.
So your argument is that you should punch down everyone else so that your kid stands out? Or that you stand out? You're advocating for bullying to build confidence. What kind of nonsense is that? No. This is not the nonsense section. This is Auntie Swinky says.
I'm advocating for bullying other people, not the people you care about.
My friends, why do we allow Pyuu to talk? Why does this man have a microphone in front of his mouth? Why? And the internet is going to broadcast this. Please. Listen to my advice. This is my section. Don't listen to anything he said. What I said is right.
All right.
Love everywhere.
News? Here?
Yes.
All right, let's get into that first
Did I
news
destroy you
article.
with facts and logic?
I feel so destroyed. I'm
oh my
gonna
god, Pyuu! I'm better at this
take
game
a
than
vision
you,
quest
and
in
you're
the
gonna come up with
desert.
this challenge.
Isn't it a great game? I knew you'd love mutually assured facts and destruction logic.
I like this.
Mafald.
Nafald.
Mafald.
Or Dlafam.
The laugh. Anyway.
Yes, baby. I'm ready for the news. Wait, no, I'm not ready. Now I'm ready.
Oh, good Lord, you look so serious.
I'm so serious. It's because I'm delivering the news.
This is academic.
Like a newscaster.
You just increased the IQ of this podcast by like 20 points.
A real academic uses a pencil with an eraser at the end.
They don't. A real academic doesn't need an eraser because they don't make mistakes. Boom! Destroyed with facts and logic.
Real academics recognize that sometimes their initial thoughts are flawed and are willing to correct them.
Yeah,
However,
you know what I call those?
I think you should get a better eraser than the one I have because
those.
Are you seeing?
You call academics who make mistakes academics. You know what I call them?
What?
Whackademics. Give us a news article.
You're terrible. No, you're not. You're wonderful. I love you.
I love you too, darling. Nature Cam, or do you want to do the news?
News article.
Give me the news article and then we'll go to Nature Cam.
There was an earthquake in Los Angeles.
It's true.
Oma. Okay. We lived in Japan. We're very used to earthquakes all the time. But this earthquake, for some reason, scared me to bits. I was shivering.
This one
trembling.
felt like nothing I've ever felt.
Yeah.
And I was there. We were both there for the big one in Japan.
Yeah.
This was not like that at all.
Yeah, it really felt like something cracking on the top of onto the top of the house. And if you were at the top of the house where Pyuu was, I mean, not at the top of the house.
Yeah, I sleep on the
If
roof
you're upstairs,
recently.
Pyuu was asleep upstairs, and it felt like something was hitting the house from underneath violently.
No, it felt like gears grinding against each other, and that like so aggressive. It was very weird.
All those years of living in Japan, I knew, drop down, take cover, and crouch and protect your head. I've known that. Stay away from glass. But I was just running around like an insect on a trembling piece of paper. I didn't know what to do.
Hold on, stop. You literally just said you were running around like an insect on a trembling piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
so the paper, I thought you meant like the paper was scared.
No, the paper
I got you.
So the insect
I thought I had a window for destroying you with facts and logic, but it was not the case.
Baby, I'm impenetrable. You have to try harder. So what I did was, as soon as it ended, or it had sort of ended, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ran upstairs and I wanted to hold on to Pyuu because I was terrified, and my heart rate went way up.
No, you were shaking.
Yeah. It was scary. Why, baby? We've had earthquakes here.
Well, this one was unlike anything.
Yeah.
It was unlike any other earthquake I've been through. And we both have been through heaps of earthquakes.
Yeah.
Everything else is like that kind of feeling of the ground going back and forth. Or maybe like the big one, there was like a boom.
Yeah.
And you could feel it go up and then come down right away.
And then
this one was literally gears. It was such a weird feeling.
So strange, yeah. And what usually happens when earthquakes have extensive damage is that that vibration, even though it's kind of softened or lessened, the buildings continue vibrating, so it breaks them. That movement. And that's why a lot of buildings that are earthquake proof are made to be able to sway. But this one felt like it didn't matter if
when the
building was
earthquake starts to shake, buildings sway left to right.
Like a lazy ocean shakes the floor. Okay, that doesn't happen.
It scares you more.
It really scared me. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it was over, and I'm glad that we were here to hold each other.
Yeah.
It didn't scare me. It annoyed me. Like, I like sleeping once I'm asleep.
And then you'd have to try and sleep again.
Yeah, it was earthquake non grata in this house.
I read that some people, they know that they're supposed to duck and hide and take cover, but they just waited. It felt like the kind of earthquake where it doesn't matter what you do.
Oh, that it's just have to, like it's happening. Whatever it's over before it starts.
Right. So they just waited. If people were in bed and they just.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get out of bed, and it was done after like 45 seconds. It was such a short one too for how violent it was.
Right. Yeah.
and how weird it was. Next news article?
Next news article. Pyuu and I went to Goodwill. And then we went to the post office. It was a nice date.
I've been taking you on a couple micro, nano, pico dates. Could you do it just once for us?
Wait, what?
Nano, pico, micro?
Oh, okay.
We haven't even done that one on this show.
We've never done this one on...
Lots of singing in this episode, hey.
Yeah. Well, okay, this one is useful if you like physics. I hope I can remember it. So when I was in high school and I took physics and I was learning how to remember the terms for the metric units. So this is how I do it, starting at tera, which is 10 to the power of, I think, 4 or 6 or something like that. Anyway.
Oh, hold on. I feel bad for the audience because they're about to get destroyed with facts and logic right now. This is such a long list of facts.
But this is how, and my friends would say, why, how do you remember things? Because I used to compose songs for everything in my head. I wouldn't sing them out loud.
Have I ever sung any of my songs for you? I don't remember all the lyrics, but I did... a pumpkin is a peppo and an apple is a poem. Eat citrus with your friends or Hesperidiums alone. And I had like this whole song of all the different types of fruits that different fruits were to help remember them.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
It's very helpful.
It is. Please sing your song.
Okay, so it goes like this. Teragi ga mega kilo hecto deca deci centimilli micronance pico femto alto. Everybody now hold somebody and tell them that you love them. I love you. Lift your hands together and praise the Lord.
It's one of my favorite songs ever written.
I always knew the metric units. To the power of whatever, I would be like, and I knew. That's how I did it.
I have a question. Okay. Oh, it was the Goodwill and the post office.
Yes.
Okay, so was there anything else that we wanted to say about that?
No, that's it. I enjoyed going on dates, and you said, oh, yeah, we've been having little pico dates.
Yes, pico dates, yeah. But don't worry, Mom, we didn't go into Goodwill and roll around in all their weird old things. We just dropped off some things. We're trying to clear out the house, kind of clean up the closets, make a little floor space.
Which leads me into our next news article. There was a huge sofa chair in the bedroom, which took up space, but we rarely ever sat on. And
our clothing used it more than we ever did.
Yes. And Pyuu disposed of it. I was so happy. The room is now spacious, and there's space for someone.
It's spacious and there's space? Boom, I destroyed you with facts and logic.
Pyuu. Yes. So we have more space in our bedroom, and that makes me very happy.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that, Pyuu. I just heard sounds from downstairs, and then when I came upstairs, the chair was gone, and also the walls were scraped.
The chair was like Justin Timberlake's girlfriend on the NSYNC album Celebrity.
Gone!
I totally screwed up the editing, so when I was talking, it was on you, and then when you sang Gone, I cut to myself.
That's okay, leave that in.
It was a complete failure.
This is a live show!
Live to tape, baby. This is what it is. Nature Cam?
Do they ever make these erasers so that they work well?
Yeah. Yes.
Baby,
does that count as...
This. How is this working?
No,
well?
I don't... I didn't say that eraser was good, but there have been well-made erasers in this world.
Yes.
I'm going to destroy you with facts and logic. Nobody cares about our crappy eraser. I am mandating that the show move on.
Look at this. Okay, yes, you can.
This is offensive.
That's okay.
As a producer, we cannot watch you erase things poorly twice in one episode.
Okay, please carry it on. Wait, no, it's me. It's next news article.
Wait, there's more. Another one?
There's another one.
That's 4.
Because the second news article had a part 2. I think I've been telling you guys about our struggles with these home invaders called house crickets, and recently, last night, I had a battle. I was engaged in battle with one.
This isn't the only battle you've been in.
No.
There was another battle that I remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The one at 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah, that one. Do you want to tell that one?
You tell yours.
Okay. So,
no, I can't tell that one. I don't want to. Because I'd have to water the story down to tell it.
Okay. No, you can tell it the way you want. Okay, so this is what... Baby, stop interrupting me. I'm telling the news. See, I'm wearing my glasses and being serious. So, this cricket
I don't know how it just thought that this house belongs to it. So when I tried to chase it, it would budge, but it wouldn't even move too far, far enough. So I thought, you know what? I'm human. I have a brain that's been evolving for years. No, millennia. So I know better than you. You know what I did? We have these sticker pads.
That's right. My wife, she is confident that she can outsmart a cricket.
Yes, it's facts and logic. So you know what? I took the sticker pad, the sticky pads that you used to trap pests in the house. I got that and I just held it over the cricket. And you know what the bugger did? He jumped up and stuck himself on it. So now he's not dead yet, but
he's certainly belly up.
Yeah, very good, baby. Yes. So that's the story. And now you are allowed to call me Swinky, conqueror of all things, and defender of humble abodes. You have permission to call me that. So.
Quick question. Were we not allowed to call you that before?
No, I don't think I'd given people permission to call me that yet.
But if somebody had, would you have rejected the title? Okay.
Yes, conqueror of all things and defender of humble abodes.
Congratulations on becoming a conqueror of all things.
And defender of humble
I like
abodes.
that crickets are emblematic of all things.
Well, they're the ones that are bothering me right now. Remember there was the time I was dealing with earwigs? But now it's the crickets. Is it seasonal? Anyway, I won, so yay.
Congratulations on outsmarting a cricket. Those millennia of evolution really paid off, didn't they?
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Are we good on news?
Yeah, that was the last news article. Last news article!
Let's check in with that nature cam.
Is anything happening?
Absolutely not.
Baby, I told you it's not a nest.
Look, okay, why do you have to dunk on me? I'm already sad enough.
Oh, don't be sad. It's here. But it looks nice.
We would look at butterflies outside the kitchen window all day, every day.
Yes.
Put a camera there. No butterflies come by. We'd look at Jerry run back and forth. Put a camera. He's gone. Move up to the second floor where he's running up and down the tree all day, every day.
Yes.
Put a camera on it. He's gone.
He's gone.
Why do we even do this nature cam? It's pretty. I like the new shot. It's a beautiful shot. It's better than any shot we've had.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
I think you'll like it.
I saw him scurrying up and down the roof, up and down the tree, around.
He's relentless. Every other moment of the day, we turn on the record button and he's nowhere to be seen.
Well, if you're stuck in the house, you have your own nature cam. Did you know that? You can sit at the window.
Yeah, your eyes are a nature cam. Boom, we just destroyed you with facts and logic. Sucks to be you right now.
You can look at things and be happy that nature exists.
You want to move on to movie revievie?
Yes, baby.
Do you remember how the song goes?
Yes. Movie revievie.
All right, we've watched a bunch of movies this week because that's all that we're allowed to do anymore in the world.
Entertainment.
And we've got some revievies for you. And your job is to decide first whether or not I can say words, and second, whose movie revievie is the most groovy.
Yeah, and your job meaning the audience's job.
Yes. No, we're not trying to destroy each other with facts and logic right now. We're trying to destroy you, the audience, with facts and logic.
So let us know which one you enjoy.
And are we going in chronological order?
Oh, I think that's better. Yes.
Okay.
You lead this, baby.
You know what? First of all, I got...
Oh, wait. The news segment has ended. I don't have to be serious
Yeah. Get rid of those glasses. I have a suggestion. And I think... What is it?
Tell me.
What if, just a hypothetical what if, instead of trying to destroy each other with facts and logic, we built each other up with facts and logic?
I think that's also acceptable. But can you replace build each other up with? Can you
destroy each other?
Can you replace that with a word that has as much impact as destroy?
Restroy.
Okay, you win that one. That was dumb.
And I'm gonna restroy you with a fact right now. I am madly in love with you, and I think you're a wonderful person.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm in love with you too, Pyuu, and you're making me shy.
Oh my. We can still see parts of you.
Hi.
All right.
I can't blush, but I think it's there.
Okay.
I mean, the sweat is there, but you just can't see it.
I'll stop putting you on the spot. Do you want to do the first movie review?
Yes, but which movie are we doing first, baby?
You said chronologically, so the Dark Crystal.
Ah, okay. The time when they were produced, not when we watched them. Okay.
Oh,
Makes sense.
yeah. I meant in watch order.
Okay.
Hold on. Joke. Premature, not fully formed. This movie is for all you fantasy nerds, so it should be called The Dork Crystal. Read your review. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. No, it's okay, baby. No one is against you. All right. The Dark Crystal, as reviewed by Swinky, conqueror of all things and defender of humble abodes. The bad lizards turn the world to grime, but their enemy... No, wait. Hold on. Let me start again.
Is this one of the rhyming ones?
Yeah.
When you go into that meter, it's telegraphing.
I know. I'm terrible at rhyming. Listen. Let me do it. Let me do this, baby. I can do this. The bad lizards turn the world to grime. Being their enemy is a crime. The good lizards take their time. It looks like they're walking while chewing lime. In the end, the crystal restored, the world receives its just reward. A planet at peace with no one bored. Bam! Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, now we're going to listen to the academic review by Pyuu.
First of all, I never made this game for either of us to dunk on each other. As hard as you dunk on me with every movie review you do.
I'm really surprised you see that. I'm happy you see it that way.
They're fun. They're just nobody else writes movie reviews like you write movie reviews.
Yeah.
And it's such a joy to hear your take. Man, they were walking like they had just sucked a line.
Yeah, so slowly.
Hold on. Make that face. That's the mystic's face. All right.
Yeah. They were so slow. Oh my God. The whole movie they were walking. The whole movie.
Hey, remember Lord of the Rings when it was 3 consecutive 3-hour movies of those 2 little hobbits walking?
Oh, okay. At least things were happening with them. Every time we saw these the good lizards walking, they
were just like looking at each other,
walking.
Aghast at how slowly they were walking.
Yeah, they were so slow
and how far they had to go.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Do it, Pyuu.
Yeah, it's time for Pyuu. Lord King God of film critique and defender of the human universe, to read his review.
Yes, please.
Featuring an all-star cast of puppets, The Dark Crystal tells the story of Jen, a gelfling who has to return the crystal shard to the Skeksis castle so the mystics can... It occurs to me now that every single word in this movie is made up and makes no sense unless you've seen it. You'll never look at naked puppets playing flute the same again after seeing The Dark Crystal. Right to the ceiling.
I like the way you stopped in the middle and said, "Oh wait, no one will get it."
No, if you try to summarize what happens, it's gibberish.
It's nonsense, and all the words they came up with. And I was thinking,
therefore you were being,
and also saying that gelfling sounds like an elf.
Yes.
So they just changed elf a little bit. They might have gone with gelf, but then they thought, that's too close to elf, so they changed it to gelfling because they're small. What's your take on that?
My take on that is I wished like this had been made in the early 2000s when 50 Cent was hot, so that he could have done the rap track at the end of the movie and gone like gelfling.
Is that something 50 Cent does?
No, he goes like G-Unit.
Oh.
Man, you gotta get up on your 50 Cent.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Next movie?
I'm sorry, Mr. 50 Cent. I have nothing against you. It's just, it's hard to enjoy your music.
I have a question. If you were to be meeting with 50 Cent. Curtis
Mr.
50 Cent.
himself.
Mr. Curtis.
15 Cent.
Sir 50. Lord Cent. Dr. Jackson himself. Would you or would you not destroy him with facts and logic? Go.
I wouldn't destroy him with facts and logic. I would just say hi and good for you. Good life. You have a good life. That's very good. I'm glad you're enjoying your life.
Sounds like you're trying to destroy him with sarcasm. Are we ready for your
That's
next movie review?
Yes, baby. Yes.
Nature Cam and then Swinky. Go for it.
All right. Next
Ooh,
movie.
next one is just a bucket of controversy, isn't it?
Is it? Okay. All
I
right.
think that's what they say.
Okay, baby, you confused me with the chronologically part.
We watched Cuties next.
Oh, okay, it's an order of how we watch it. Okay.
Yes, in the chronological order that we watched, in which we
not
watched
when they
them.
were review. Okay, all right, here it goes.
Oy vey.
Cuties. The girls don't know what they're doing because they're kids. I remember when I discovered what certain dance moves mean. I was in my late 20s. Let's be kind to our children. Bam.
Bam. Your movie reviews are very interesting because you write them as if they are for people who have already seen the film.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, are movie reviews supposed to get people to in the theater?
Yeah. It's supposed to give you, as someone who hasn't seen the film, an idea of what they're getting into. If they want to know that.
Okay.
But I guess it's kind of odd because now we're in the age of like, no spoilers.
Yeah.
So movie reviews are more taking the shape of kicking off an ongoing discussion between people who have seen it. Huh.
That's how I see it.
Oh, okay. It's good. It's good. Cuties.
I don't think I've ever... Yes, please, you.
You don't think you've ever what?
I've ever watched a movie after reading a review.
Ah, okay.
I either want to watch it or I don't.
But you don't watch, like, you don't care about any, you don't read a review after you watch a movie either.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not, I'm always jumping on RogerEbert.com after we finish a film because I love a little bit of critique around the corners.
Yeah, I'm just in the corner humming the ending theme to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or weeping quietly in the corner.
I cry a lot.
Cuties.
I cried for Cuties even.
We'll talk.
Yes, okay.
We'll get through our reviews and then we'll talk about a little bit about each one, but not too much. We want to let these people get back to their lives.
All right, baby.
Featuring an all-star cast of reactionary morons on the internet, Cuties tells the story of what happens when virtue signaling, cancel culture, and echo chambers combine and turn well-intentioned idiots into arrogant, grandstanding dum-dums. You'll never look at reactionary morons the same after actually watching Cuties.
That's concise and to the point, baby. That was very good. It's true. If you listen to what people were saying, you probably won't watch Cuties. And if you do, you'll go in with some sort of bias.
Yeah. A bias that... Anyway, let's just get through our last review. I will erupt my anger at the world.
Ooh, yeah. Pyuu has been having feelings about this movie all week since we watched it. Okay, the last one. All right. Queen of Katwe. Or Queen of Kwembe, as Pyuu says.
I wrote Katimbe.
Katembe?
On this one.
Oh,
I
my
can
goodness.
never remember what the word is.
Okay,
Does Katimbe mean anything?
No, not to
Good.
me.
That's a relief. Okay, please go.
Katembe. I'll look it up. Do you play chess? Your input is not required for the enjoyment of this movie. Let people enjoy the story of a young girl's triumph in peace.
First of all, ballsy move opening your review with a rhetorical question and then discarding it in the next sentence.
Yeah, that's the point. You know how sometimes when you watch soccer movies or a movie of cricket
it
or
helps
whatever,
if you're big into that thing already.
And then the people who know what's going on are always explaining. They're like pausing the movie and telling you, this is what this means and this is what they're doing here. No, your opinion is not required.
I watched John Wick with this girl who loved to explain what was not realistic about John Wick.
Oh my goodness, it's John Wick.
No, the most realistic movie ever made.
He killed how many people?
With a pencil.
Because his dog died?
Because his dog was killed by some shady Russian gangsters. We can watch it again tonight if you want.
I wouldn't mind, actually.
I like all three of them. I'm on board.
John Wick a lot. Your turn, Pyuu.
Katwe? What is Queen of Katwe?
Queen of Katwe, yes.
Queen of Katwe.
Yes.
Designed for me to choke on it as I try to say it
You
and
can do
forget
it,
it right after. Here we go. Featuring an all-star cast of Ugandan locations, the Queen of Katwe tells the story of a camera team that could not stop filming B-roll. Somehow, they managed to squeeze the Disney-ready story of a young girl who grew up in poverty and managed to become a chess champion between the cracks. But who cares? You'll never look at people looking at other people play chess the same after seeing the Queen of Katwe.
That's very
Boom.
good, baby. I think you win this one. Very good.
You liked it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Starring an all-star cast of Ugandan scenery. That's very good.
They were very excited about
Yeah.
the B-roll. They
Oh,
got a
it's
lot of great
beautiful.
B-roll.
Yeah.
They had reason to be excited. I agree with them. I
So
would have been
much
out
to see,
every
so much
day
happening.
just
Yes.
rolling tape on everything around me too.
When Pyuu came to Kenya for the first time with his camera, oh, sweet Pyuu, he was everywhere, filming everything, even garbage. He was filming all the time. He was so happy.
It was great.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a joke. You can't even make a pun about the country from where you came. Kenya.
Suppose not.
Wait.
Ah!
Did you? What?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good,
Yeah,
good.
I got what you're saying.
I destroyed you
Kenya.
with funny and humor.
Yeah, so funny. I like the way before you said a joke, you said joke. And you announced before you tell a joke.
Is there any other way to introduce jokes than just shouting
I don't
joke?
think so. Do you want to talk about Cuties a little bit?
Let's talk about Cuties, but let's get you a little bit more on mic
Okay.
if we can. I don't want to lose you.
Here I am.
Here you are. Well, you kick things off because you know once I get going, I'm not going to
You really
stop.
go. Okay.
And, like according to the internet, if you like this movie, you're a pedophile, which means like I'm kind of a pedophile, and you're like a super pedophile. So how does it feel to have been turned into a pedophile?
First of all, I don't think that analysis is accurate. I think the trailer is maybe not misleading. I think we're very sensitive right now, and I understand, and I'm glad that there are some issues that everyone across the aisle, across all spectrums, agree on. There are issues that we all agree on, and I'm glad that this is one of them. That exploitation of children is just unconscionable and should be punished and should be prevented and should be dealt with harshly, with no mercy. I'm so for that, and I'm so glad that that one thing brings us together. But that's not what this movie is about. Unfortunately, this movie has a really sweet story about a child who is with an immigrant family. Her family's they immigrated to France, and it's a new culture, and she has to find herself even with these two cultures juxtaposed with each other. Her parents' very conservative Senegalese culture and French culture, where children are exposed to things that we are normally sheltered from. I said in my review that I didn't know what some dance moves meant until I was in my late 20s.
Yes. I was there with you
When you
clicked, realized what.
yeah.
Like we were talking about a song. I forget which song it was. For the sake of this conversation, let's just say it was "Pink" by Aerosmith.
Yeah.
And we were walking down the street, and you stopped in the middle of an intersection, I believe,
yeah.
and you said, "Oh my God, that's about sex."
Yeah.
And then we took like 3 more steps, and you stopped again, and you said, "Oh my God." It's all about sex.
Yeah. All the dance moves. Yeah.
All the songs, all the dances. It's all. I was there with you for
were
that
there,
moment
yeah.
when it finally clicked, like how much sex is woven into music and dance.
And throughout history, it's everywhere. I love this dance in Rwanda where it's called the bird dance, where they're imitating a bird. And that's different. That's the interpretive dance. That's different. But you know the dances I'm talking about. And I realized this in my late 20s. So these kids, they're dancing these dances and they don't know what they mean.
Yes.
And the little girl, Amy, she joins them because she's looking for a place to belong. She's looking for herself. She wants to rebel. She's lost.
You left out like a little bit of the setup. There are a couple more gear. What do you say? Wrenches in the gears. That's what it is. There are a couple more wrenches in the gears that you left out. The family is not very rich. They have like a 3-bedroom apartment. There are 3 kids.
In a settlement. Yes.
With a mom. The auntie, I don't think, is ever established clearly as a relative or not a relative. She might just be kind of an old lady who keeps an eye on kids.
Yes.
And tries to keep the Senegalese traditions alive. But the mom has a husband who's taking another wife, and the mom has to welcome this husband and her new wife into the house, knowing that she's like second tier forgotten wife now, and she has to make a comfortable house for first tier new wife, including a comfortable bedroom.
Yes.
For her husband to take a new wife with.
Yeah, the best bedroom goes to her husband and his new wife.
Yeah. So it's like there's a lot going on about this child contending with adulthood, and because the mother is so poor and so busy trying to keep them scraping along on their income, the 11-year-old daughter ends up being the surrogate mom to these 2 kids. Like she's taking care of a baby and a toddler for a lot of the film. So there's like this wild intersection of forced adulthood that is very casually accepted by society, of this 11-year-old having to raise 2 children, and then the opt-in adulthood that nobody's giving Amy, the main character, any guidance on about what sexuality is and what adulthood is. Like she's got no one to turn to except this old Senegalese lady who thinks chopping onions is going to teach you about
how
life,
to be a woman,
how to be a wife. Like cooking for your dad to bring home a wife that you and your mother don't really want, that's like breaking the hearts of everyone in the house. And that's all the guidance. It's really like so much ndilama.
Yeah, there's so much ndilama in this movie. And the thing is,
ndilama is drama, but it's how we say it in this house.
Yeah, it's a mispronunciation that a lot of Kenyans enjoy saying. Okay, so where was I? Yes, so Amy ends up doing these dances, but it makes her feel free, makes her feel like it's something she has control over, it's something that she's good at. But then the moment she realizes that her mom acknowledges her mom sees her, that someone outside of herself sees her as Amy and not just as someone on whom to pile traditions on. As soon as that happens, it clicks in her mind and she realizes she's not alone and she can live on her own terms. That's something you said, Pyuu. She can do it on her own terms.
Oh, the third act is beautiful. The way they rounded out the bow they put on the thing is so perfect. I don't really want to talk about it because like that the last scene when she becomes herself finally through all the turmoil and all the forks in the roads that she took the left when she should have gone right, when she finally gets course corrected, it's so perfectly handled and it says so much about who she is.
Gosh, yeah. And then the song they play, it's in the Wolof language. It's done by a Senegalese griot. Griot are these people who've been passing on messages from for centuries. They talk about the issues that are facing people in song, and then they pass it down. It's something that it's a calling. There are families that are griots. So it's a song called "She's Not Your Slave." And it's about these very often they're children who go to the city to work for another family and they end up being their slave. It's supposed to help their family back home, but it doesn't. So it just ends with this beautiful song.
And a perfect shot.
Yes.
Every now and then cinema gets a perfect shot that communicates all the emotion, all that wraps everything up with no dialogue. I love it when films get visual and are complete in their visuality, and this one nails the dismount.
Yeah. I felt sad because many people won't watch this movie because it's not been presented to them in trailers or reviews or reactions in a way that would compel them to, because we've been like you said, it was a bit of hyperbole, but if you watch it means you're a pedophile.
No, that's not hyperbolic. If you look online and read the commentary on it, I'm not being hyperbolic. People are dead ass like, you are a pedophile if you don't hate this movie. And I love this movie, and I guess I'm stuck.
But it's so weird when they're doing the dances that make everyone uncomfortable. Even in the movie, the parents watching the dance are uncomfortable. Some are covering their kids' eyes. I was in my late 20s when I found out what those dances mean. And I'd been going to clubs and dancing, enjoying myself, not knowing what it means. And then you sit down and you realize, that's why they came to talk to me after I danced. You know? And I don't know. I feel like that more people should give this movie a chance. And if I speak only for myself, it was a story beautifully told, a window into a culture that personally has been mesmerizing for me all my life. I've always admired the Wolof and the traditions that they have. Senegalese culture has always, Mali, the North Africans, the desert people, they've always fascinated me. And it was just a lovely window. And I'm so glad that the movie was made. And I applaud everyone that was involved. Yeah.
The scene with the Wolof priest was one of my favorite scenes in the film.
Yeah?
That really, really touched me. And I hope it was, if you haven't seen it, close your ears right now. What I loved about that scene was as far as I can remember, I could be wrong. I think that was the first scene in the movie where a grown-up looked at Amy and said, there's no evil in that child. That like finally some grown-up just looked at her, acknowledged her humanity, and that was the start of her turning back to the right path, was somebody just being like, no, kid, you're cool.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Just being a kid.
Yeah. And that was such a beautiful scene. It was so sensitive, and I loved that they didn't subtitle the priest's prayer that he says to the girl. Because it doesn't matter to Amy. Like, she wouldn't be able to understand because he's speaking like deep Wolof, and she might know a couple of words that her mom yells at her with, but she's a French kid really at this point. And I love the sensitivity of that scene. I have a soft spot for movies about young girls who are through the world, through like bad circumstances, forced into early adulthood. And I consider My Neighbor Totoro to be one of those films. Like, Satsuki has to become the mother figure in this house because her actual mother is sick in the hospital through the whole thing. So it's this kind of like it comes and goes in waves throughout, where sometimes she is a grown-up and sometimes she's a child. And this was very much the same thing, that Amy was sometimes getting groceries for a family of 4 and watching children while she did that. She was a mid-20s mother. And then sometimes she's screaming and giggling and eating gummy bears with her best friend in the bedroom that she shouldn't be in. Like, it just had a real sensitivity to that transitive period, and having more demanded of you than you're ready to deliver, and how hard that can be. It was a beautiful film. I'm bummed out that I'm a pedophile, but I guess if that's the cost, I'll take it.
No, you're not.
I'm joking. I think they're idiots. It's
How sad that that's all people took from it. I understand. I really, please don't get me wrong, I understand the sentiment. It's so disturbing and so jarring to watch those children behaving like that. But I've seen kids behave like that. I've walked down the street, even in Japan. I've walked down the street and seen kids behaving like that. Hiking their skirts up all the way. Showing their underwear. I've seen kids behave like this,
and sometimes it's being silly, and sometimes you can't tell if they do understand what they're doing, or what how much they know about what's going on with that, and the cost of it, how other people might take it the very wrong way if they don't know what they're doing. And they don't know what they're doing because they can't know what they're doing, because until you go through puberty, you can't understand what's on the other side of puberty. That's not theoretical, that's a fact. Like, you just can't know what's on the other side of that. Should I?
You asked me. Yes. Should
what
you?
What were you going to say? Should I keep my mouth shut, or should I go on the rant
say
that you've heard so many times?
This is your podcast too, baby. Even though I'm the host.
And the destroyer of worlds, protector of abodes. What was it?
I'm Swinky, conqueror of all things and defender of humble abodes.
And I am Pyuu, Lord King God of film critique.
No, you can speak your mind, baby.
No, we'll go to the nature cam.
You want to truncate it?
No, it's just... It reeks of rank hypocrisy, if I may go so far as to say that. Because what it echoes to me is the Colin Kaepernick BS, the broadcasting from people who disagreed with his protests. That of course, Colin, we want to hear your story, but just make sure you're telling our story when you do it. And of course, Colin, we want you to say it the way you feel it needs to be said, when and where you need to say it, but just don't say it here and now. Like that like total double standard of course we want to protect and defend and agree with you and champion your beliefs. Just make sure they're our beliefs first, and then we're all cool. That's how it feels with this film.
I understand.
Like like, of course we want to hear the stories of Senegalese women who grew up poor in France. Just make sure it's our version of your story, not your version, because yours is kind of gross and tough, and it, it brings into sharp relief how horrible we are, or the world is. It was that same. It feels like that same.
Like that.
That of course, yes. Please share your opinion, but just share our opinion, and of course share it your way, but just do it our way, okay? And then we'll be cool. But if not, we're gonna call you a horrible monster who has abused children, and it's just
No, I'm glad that okay, everyone has an opinion, but I'm glad the movie was made and that people supported the vision of the director and the writer and the people who were involved in the making of this film. They had a counselor on set.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Of course they had a counselor on set. Clearly, this female director, who, as I understand, interviewed like 100 people, 100 kids about what their experiences were like, did her due diligence in telling this story.
It's all true.
There's too much acuity in the directing for me to even think for a moment that she was careless in how this was handled on set. And having worked with children in stories of murder and mayhem and dismemberment, you can talk to kids that are 10, 11, 12 years old and be like, all right, here are the fantasy elements of the film. Here's what's not real. Here's what we're saying when we say this about killing other people. Here's why we're saying it. This is because it's fun. This is because we believe this is right and that's wrong. Like, you can talk to kids and they're like, yeah, I get it. I can see what's right and what's wrong about this.
With them,
But clearly, if you watch the film, it's obviously directed at a level that the director is doing her due diligence with these topics.
So many heartbreaking scenes. Oh my goodness! Like when she's walking down that tunnel by herself. Oh, it's such a beautiful movie. It's a story well told. I think back to when I was 11 years old. I mean, I was just so sheltered. And TV was different in those days. TV started at 4:00 in the afternoon. On Saturday it started earlier because people were at home. We had no cell phones. The radio was censored, so much so that if certain words came up in a song, they would turn the volume down for that part and then turn it, as that kid said, who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can like me? Again.
Wait,
I remember the song.
Was it the F word?
No, the S word.
Who can X you?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so scandalous.
Yeah, they would mute that part. We were so sheltered. So and coming from that and then going into a place like France where the kids, it's a liberté and everyone is free.
I on behalf of my grandmother, I will take umbrage with that.
Really?
France is not the only country that is pushes hypersexuality down the throat of everyone who leaves their house.
But I was talking specifically about this family that moved to France, and now they come from their conservative culture.
Very conservative background.
And they're thrust into this world where it's liberal all the way. I think it was well handled, and I enjoyed the movie, and I'm glad that someone's talking about it, because it's hard to be a kid. Being a child is not easy.
Yeah, but God forbid we actually talk about it. God forbid somebody makes a film that hits it head on instead of tiptoeing around it. That said, I also enjoyed the chess movie.
Oh yeah,
the
the chess
Disney movie about chess was pretty good
that
too.
was fun.
That was a good story about an
That's fun to
11-year-old
look at.
who
It's very nice.
who does things.
Oh, and then in the end, when they bring out the real mom.
You were crying all week long.
I know. I cry for movies. Do you cry for movies? Let us know in the comments. I cry for movies all the time.
And they have earned it usually. It's
Yeah.
very rare that you cry at a movie that has not earned it.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like being moved. I like feelings.
I like feelings too. I like not destroying each other with facts and logic. I like mutually assured restroying of people.
I like remember we asked people what does love mean to you? What do you like the most about love?
Mm-hmm.
And we got one comment.
Yes. Yes.
It was Kerr. She said, "What I love about love is that it's emergent across all species."
Ooh.
Yeah, it's emergent
Kerr.
across species. Yeah, and that could mean so many things.
Yeah, no,
like
that's
it can be
a,
shared between species or within.
It's a little treasure box that we can keep opening and unfolding new tabs and finding new compartments in this puzzle box of thought. Let's get out of here and think about that for the afternoon. Is that okay?
All right, that sounds good.
All right, and the best way to get out of here, there's only one way that I can think of that we get out of here.
We can only do it
together.